The third story, which just came out moments before the last hour ended 15 minutes ago, is that the U.S. soldier in the Afghan massacre had a brain injury, according to an official. Now, first of all, before we even agree that there was a U.S. soldier involved in this, I'd like to see a thorough investigation, because I don't believe a word about these massacres. After the Haditha massacre turned out to be nothing like a massacre. There was no massacre. It was concocted by the enemy. It was concocted by the Taliban, and it was disseminated by a vermin from a Newsweek magazine. So before we rush to judgment on these soldiers there, I'd like to see an investigation. Okay, so I try to use reason, and sometimes when my reason fails me or it doesn't come up with an answer, I revert to the Bible, or I revert to a horoscope, or I revert to intuition. My intuition tells me that there will be a nuclear exchange in the Middle East. That's what my intuition tells me. Why were men so colorful in those days? Where have they all gone? Why are men so bland with shorts today? Housebreaking a dog, don't get me started. Never again, no more. I love them. They're like people, but at a certain point, I mean, you know, my father knew how to housebreak a dog. I got to tell you, this new age housebreaking doesn't work. You spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars with techniques, and it doesn't work. My father, rest his soul, knew how to housebreak Tippy. He did it in exactly 2 training sessions, and he never studied it. You see, it consisted of rolling up the daily news, and at the first sign of a dog dumping in your living room, he took the dog's face and rubbed it in it, and smacked him on the butt and screamed at him as loud as he could, and said, "Don't ever do that again." And then rubbed his face in it again and hit him again. That was the housebreaking, and it worked. Now the therapy, and call PETA, and you're liable to make them into an erotic peer if you yell at them. It didn't make him into an erotic peer. He never peed in the house again. Ever.
No doubt that the Iranian regime is maybe it's not exactly rational based on what I call Western thinking. But no doubt that they are considering all the implications.
You know how much that irritates me? Well, just think how your throat would feel this spring without Pine Brothers' softish throat drops. Remember Pine Brothers? Those soft, delicious throat drops we all grew up with?